2020 is what you make of it. It is the last day of May. Half the country's on fire. The other half has got some kind of plague. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mess with Dumpster Fire 1, Dumpster Fire 2. Multiple projects going on today. A little bit of driveway stuff, but we'll have some fun. I was reminded of a phrase from my youth. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It applies today, I suppose. Let's see what we can find. Oh, one of those scary Harbor Freight stands. Don't worry, he's one of the good ones. He's fine. We need that guy up there, that bucket. We're gonna need that. Why do I have so many gas cans? Ew. I wonder if that car wash is still in here. Oh, got a big old hole in it. I just spilled it everywhere. Oh well. Making B-roll. Oh sweet, I do have a sponge. Awesome, that's just what we need. Fooled you. Okay, gang, what we got planned today, first off, we're gonna give DF2 a bath. Got a little dish soap and some good old tap water with a sponge. Got my hose, which is just leaking. But my goal is to give her a blast, get the crud and the scum and the oil off of her. Definitely I'm gonna clean up under the seat there, because that's just one of those places that gets all built up. But there's a reason for this. What we're gonna do later on, we're gonna take a Scotch-Brite pad. I'm gonna try and knock down the surface of this a little bit and see what happens when we throw a little clear coat on it. Might even put a set of different cowls on it, because I do have a set in silver that are the perfect level of sconge. I don't want to use the P word. Everybody uses the P word. But yeah, let's give her a bath. Basically, you missed out on the fact that I have done a double throwdown with the degreaser. To the point that, I mean, it made my driveway scungy. I have to now clean the driveway. There was just so much gunk on this thing. I guess our next step is let it dry, and then we'll break out a little piece of Scotch-Brite, you know, like the green scrub you use on your pots and pans. I'm going to do a little test spray after buffing down one section on the front of it and see what it looks like, just to see what it does. I'm contemplating taking the cowls off of this machine and putting them onto DF2, simply because same year, same paint code, same peely mess, and they match. And just the way that the paint's worn on these, see how it kind of swoops on it? it looks fast. It looks like it's been stripped off by, you know, hauling butt down a road or something, which is entirely possible. I got it this way. It was like just like this when I picked it up a few years ago when I cleaned out a dude's garage. All right, so time to do a little experimenting here. What I intend to do is take green Scotch-Brite with a little bit of Windex and kind of squirt it so it's damp and a cleaning solution on a rusty spot, something like that, or even a spot that is feathered with a combination of rust and existing paint, just so as to get the loose chunks of floppy paint off of there, you know, when you get the edges that are a little furry. And then we shall see what happens after it's clean and dry when we apply this guy. It's the Krylon Color Max Clear Indoor Outdoor Satin, and it claims to never yellow or do anything like that you don't want it to, so we'll have to see what happens. And I think I might just give it a shot right back here. Give it a little Windex clean. We've got our green pad. What does this give us? I can hear people in the comments already screaming, "Oh my god, you should have used a sanding block. You're gonna put finger marks in it." Don't really care. Put a little. See, I was thinking, you know, the Windex, because, you know, you got that ammonia deal going, the way it comes clean on windows and stuff. But this is just testing. See, look at that. Oh, my camera work is horrible. This is where I need to get better cameras and equipment, rather than just pasting stuff together with a phone. But if you look carefully, yeah, you can see that silver paint just falls right off. So let's do a little more scrubbing with some Scotch-Brite. We'll try dry on this section and see what we get while this sets up after I give it a quick rinse. Be right back. Alright, now that we've had a chance to let stuff dry, including this thing, because I don't think I want to use Windex on any of this anymore. It made stuff soapy, and I had to rewash and let it dry. But you can give it a quick buff. You can see crud flaking away. I'm not too worried about having dust caught in it, because like I said, we're doing a satin finish. We're kind of trying to just preserve what exists. And if you look at the scuff pad here, this is just dish version like you'd use for scrubbing your pots and pans. Yeah, this seems to be doing the job well. I'm going to go ahead and give this a little more rub down, and then we'll see about applying some clear. Now I'm going to see if I can manage to paint and film at the same time. We're just going to give it a light dusting. I'm about 10 inches back. And this seems to be going on fairly easy and even. So I'm just trying to give it a coat, not a brand new paint job. This is intended, like I said earlier, to preserve what has naturally occurred. Now I'm going to keep at this, and we'll see how it lays up later on. Out in direct sun like this, you can really see the difference between the fender and the cowling. I don't know that it needs any more. You can almost not even tell that it's been done. I didn't bother masking anything on there. It's not excessively shiny. It seems to be adhering well, and it dried really quickly. No runs, completely transparent. Seems to be sealing everything up. I'm going to continue on with this experiment, and we shall see if we can get down to having most of the bike covered today with a single can. And looking at fender, it's got a coat on it. It almost looks like you hit it with linseed oil, but without the extra gloss in it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a spray down real quick, and yeah, I'm going to try and keep it within the lines, but I'm not breaking out masking tape. I'm not going crazy with, you know, buffing anything, but all of that surface that has been Scotch-Brited with the green scrubby pad from the sink, which I don't think I'll use to wash my dishes anymore now that it's got that rubbed into it, but, you know, keep it on, keep it on. So we're getting there. Notice the tone of the rusty peely parts. A little different than it was before. The front's been coated. It's essentially completely dry. Although I have discovered that because you cannot, this stuff is so clear, you can't see it as you're laying it down. It is super easy to get a run in it just like that. I'm not heartbroken. I mean, if I have to, I can come back with a little sandpaper or some steel wool and rub that smooth again. Let's take a look at those other cowls I got. That's what it looks like when you slap on the patina cowl. It's sitting in the shed on another project bike. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I mean, you know, the two-tone silver black thing, okay, yeah, sure, it kind of looks like you're a ska kid or something, but nothing wrong with that. Oh, mama. That right there, that is exactly the level of crust this machine needs. Just like the rest of it, Scotch-Brite and spray bomb. Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen, will you look at that? That is just some ratty goodness. That paint flashed off dry. I mean, literally a minute after it was on there. Nice sunny day, low humidity, so it worked really well. It's almost like the metal was thirsty. Like if you have dry wood that you apply a stain or a paint to, it just kind of soaks it up, and then you just need more to get the desired finish. So I might still have to come back and hit a few different spots here and there, but oh my god, you either love it or you hate it as far as the aesthetic goes. But I'm digging this. This is that's what this needed. It needed to get rid of the tuxedo look. I'm still toying with the idea of whether or not I want to leave badging at all on this. I mean, that is improper badging because those cowls came off of a P200 that's sitting in the shed. It's almost time to put on some riding gear and go take a ride because it's like 74 degrees, stupid sunny out, and before you know it, it'll be way too hot to go out and ride. So yeah, let's wrap this up. Now, the one last thing that's really been bugging me is this seat. Now the vinyl on these things, okay, it's 41 years old. It's not UV stable, and being out in the weather at all, it just falls apart. They all do it. I'm going to use something that's been sitting right here in plain view, even though it's completely invisible, because you know it disappears. Ta-da! I don't know if you can see that. It's almost like it's not there. Digital camo duct tape. Oh, the tools of the gods. Ta-da! It's like you can't even tell it's there. It's completely invisible. It just blends in with its background. And you know what? The best part about making this little video for you guys is I didn't have to do anything that was wrong. Fixed something. What if, front and back, since we've got this kind of semi-gloss, satiny patina thing going, what if I start embracing some of the hot rod look? Like, take the rim, not the hub, the actual rim right here, and do those in like a super bright cherry red, like from the 50s. Kind of like when you'd see wide white walls and a red rim on a black Mercury hot rod or custom. I wonder. I don't know. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. You know, I'm open to ideas. Something